So most people don't have time for complicated diets, counting calories, or even 2 hours a day on a treadmill.
We have the solution in this video for you. So what did we do? We went to see Dennis Tanhoer, who is a former athletic coach of the FC Bayern Munich basketball team. We actually did a skin fold measurement with him to see like where our weak spots are in terms of body fat, body composition. You can actually see it here. What we also got from him was not only the results of this skin fold body measurement, but also nutrition principles. It was more like principled than a plan, like super practical, super simple, and for us was super effective.
Exactly, so these nutrition and supplement principles that he's sharing with us, they help us to feel better in our own skin, have more energy, and overall just feel better.
Stay until the end, because then I will reveal what was for me the biggest myth that I actually didn't do, and I lost 5% body fat in 3 months following these principles, so stay tuned. One short add-on, and of course we also followed the gym training plan. So we went 3 to 4 times a week to the gym alongside following the nutrition principles. But it wasn't like that we had to change our whole life for it. So as a driven, busy individual, it was quite doable. Right, Kevin?
Right.
Perfect. Thank you.
What I do, I start more with principles than with the exact plan of nutrition, just for one reason. Most of my clients are very busy.
Yeah.
But if you stick to some principles, you will have great results. Make protein the base of every meal. Protein is the #1 macronutrient for your health. It's broken down into amino acids, and after being broken down from the amino acids, everything in your body is built up from protein and fats. By definition, it's essential macronutrients. Fat and protein are essential, which means you need them not to die.
Yeah.
So the best protein out there is animal protein, meaning fish or meat. So if you're not vegan or vegetarian, this is my go-to protein source. If you are vegan or vegetarian, we have to find solutions.
How can we incorporate that into our
You
diet?
start with a protein-rich breakfast, like 4, 5, 6, 7 eggs, or a piece of salmon.
It sounds like it's so normal.
To me, it's completely normal.
Yeah, okay.
If you eat directly in the morning, if you eat oats or a load of carbohydrates, what you do normally is you get tired. We want to have your cortisol in the morning high. From a neurotransmitter standpoint, we want to keep that freshness by not giving you carbohydrates in the morning. And on the other hand, we can already fulfill a big part of your protein goals in the morning. So the best start is combine protein and fat. No carbohydrates, just fat and protein.
And for lunch and dinner?
If you have no problem with eating animal protein, eat animal protein in rotation. Don't eat chicken every day. Eat chicken, beef, fish, liver, heart, feet, whatever you find. Don't eat one food more than 3 times a week. Have always rotation. Same rule is for the plants. Don't always eat broccoli. Eat broccoli, eat beans, eat something completely new, because it just gives you a wide range of nutrients and you avoid reaction to certain foods. If you eat 6 times a week eggs, what your body will do, it will react to it. So if you do a test, you are allergic or you will react to this certain food. So you need rotation to keep your body absorbing the nutrients. If you give your body always the same nutrients, it will react to it. It will force you to a rotation.
Switch.
It needs to be as natural as you can get it. Meat, fish, plants, everything what grows into nature is good. Man-made food is always the worst option. cut out gluten, cut out fructose, cut out alcohol.
That's it. No alcohol.
If you would go to a Heilpraktiker or to a doctor and do blood work, he will most certainly find deficiencies in your micronutrient status. Nowadays you have vitamin D as a big one. If you live in Northern Europe and you don't supplement vitamin D, you might be deficient in. You have a certain baseline, which in Germany it's like 20 to 30 nanogram per deciliter, but this is the average. From a functional medicine standpoint, between 50 and 80 it's a great value there. So have a test there, and based on the test you need to fill out vitamin D, because it's your whole metabolism, your thyroid, everything we talked about, even mood swings and so on, your health, your immune system is dependent on vitamin D. Same with magnesium. Those are the big ones, because we have more stress, and alcohol, stress, sport, those all take magnesium out of you, and the food you eat nowadays doesn't contain so much magnesium as it did like 50 years before. Get tested and then fill it up, because for example magnesium, it's in over 300 plus reactions in the human body. It's necessary to produce ATP in our cells, to have energy, is necessary to metabolize vitamin D. It's necessary for so many things that if you are deficient, your body is not working as it could. So the easiest way is to fill it up. And this is the way of supplementing I recommend.
Alright, now a little recap of what we just heard about the principles. Make protein the base of every meal. Nobody ever died of too many vegetables. No carbs in the morning. Rotate your foods. Don't eat anything more than 3 times a week. Avoid processed food, gluten, lactose, alcohol. Test and supplement vitamin D and magnesium. And carbs in the evening help you to sleep better.
And 7 to 8 eggs a day is completely normal for Dennis. I promised you in the beginning, like the number one myth that I also thought is true. So I think there's a conception that in order to lose body fat, you need to do a lot of cardio. And because of an injury I have in my knee, I didn't do any cardio like the last 3 months, and I still managed to lose 5% body fat. So for me that was like a real eye-opener.
The body fat is not influenced so much by training as many people think. Training in the sense of burning calories is overrated. The base of a low body fat percentage is good sleep and good nutrition. In the Western world, let's say, a typically Western diet is very high of carbohydrates. Even what the official government institutions recommend, the classical food pyramid, is the base. You still have like eat 3 times per day bread, pasta and potatoes. This is so wrong. First of all, this is so wrong because everyone is different. How much carbohydrates, for example, you tolerate is depending on a few factors. First of all, how active you are. Because compared to a car, carbohydrates is just from a nutritional standpoint, it's energy the body likes to use because it's very easy to use for the body. So if it's there, the body will use it as a primary source of energy. So, but if you don't move and there's a lot of fuel, if you put too much fuel in a car, what will happen? it will swap out of the tank, right? So what your body does, it cannot swap out, so it will save it as body fat.
Yeah.
So first factor is how active you are. Number 2 is how much muscle mass do you have. This is comparable to the size of the tank. It's like you have a Formula 1 car,
yeah,
or if you have a Fiat Punto. The stronger the engine is,
yeah,
the more fuel you need for the distances. How strong is your engine and how long are the distances you cover with your car or with your body. And then you have the genetical factor, and then as the 5th factor you have how fat you are. The fatter you are, the less body fat you need. You need to teach your body then to use fat as the first source, and the simplest trick is to go low carb. So don't give the body carbohydrates as a fuel. So what it will do, it will take the fat or ketones, which is like a substitute for carbohydrates.
Okay. Maybe wrap up our experience, like how was it for you now changing the nutrition for this time?
Yeah, apparently the saying that muscles or abs are made in the kitchen is true. And for me it was also a really, really good experience, because I don't really like strict diet plans, but still adhering to the principles, to these general principles, I have the feeling it's much more feasible for me, and I can still, after the experience, continue to do it.
You're much more aware of what you're eating, and then also to make sure you have enough protein, for example, in your meals, and then comparing it to before, where you maybe ate, or I ate like bread in the morning,
pasta and pesto,
pasta, pesto, or pizza for lunch, and then another pasta for evening. Like that changed a lot, and I have to say my overall well-being changed with that also a lot to the better. So I haven't been sick all these months now, and I think it has a lot to do with that change. Also during the day I feel more awake, so it really helps to follow these principles. So yeah, that's our recap, and we hope that you got something from this video. And for more tips and tricks around physical health, growth, but also mental and emotional, please follow along. And we are happy to receive any feedback.
Alright, so who is this for? People who feel frustrated with yo-yo diets, busy people who don't have time or don't want to follow complicated meal plans, and anyone who wants to lose fat, build muscles and just feel better in their own body. Of course, this is not for somebody who wants to have these quick fixes, because to stick to it, and it's a real habit that needs to form.
Now we come to our grown-ups rating of this tool or experience. So we start, as always, with a spirituality rating, which for us is a 0 out of 5, because this has nothing to do with spirituality. So anyone who is afraid of spiritual experiences, here, this you can follow. It's completely science-backed nutrition.
All right. Then there's the growth potential rating. I gave 4.5 stars out of 5.
Wow.
Yes, it's a big one. Because
Why?
you actually understand a lot of why you eat how you eat, why protein and fat matter. As you said, you can eat much more consciously. You learn how to structure your meals with relatively simple but powerful rules. And you
save money.
You save money, because of course it means also that you will cook more at home, and you can apply these habits anywhere. Huh? So at home, at work, or on the road. Actually, the effect you can have is quite transformative.
Nice. So our overall rating, I think, is also that, because of all of the things that you mentioned. So we highly recommend this tool.
Because 0 plus 4.5 is
equals
4.5.
Perfect. The average.
The average.